This is the story of the garbage picker boy, a child who transformed trash into magic, and silence into success. He was just a child wandering through mountains of garbage, searching for anything that could earn him a few coins. The sun beat down on his skin, the smell of decay filled the air, and the world barely noticed him. But while others saw trash, he saw possibilities. Every morning, he walked through the dump barefoot, his small hands sorting pieces of broken electronics, wires, cardboard, and metal scraps. People called him the garbage boy, but he didn't mind. Deep inside, he carried a fire no one could see. When he found a broken radio, he didn't throw it aside. He held it up, examined its parts, and studied the gears. To him, every wire had a story, every discarded piece could come alive again. At night, after the dump trucks left and silence settled, he sat alone under a dim lantern. Using rusty tools and scraps, he began to create. He twisted wires into shapes, layered cardboard, and fitted gears into tiny moving joints. His hands worked gently, patiently, shaping the impossible out of things everyone else had thrown away. Soon, he built his first moving sculpture, a small creature made of metal parts, its tiny legs shifting when he turned a makeshift crank. He watched it move and smiled. In that moment, the garbage dump felt like a workshop of endless wonders. Day after day, he created more, birds that flapped their wings from old fan parts, figures that moved like dancers, wheels that turned like miniature machines. Children from the neighborhood gathered to watch him. Some laughed, some mocked him. But he kept building, because creating brought light to his darkness. One afternoon, a man visited the dump on a photography project. He noticed the boy working on a spinning sculpture made from wires and pieces of a broken printer. The man watched, fascinated, as the boy adjusted gears with precision far beyond his age. When the sculpture moved, the man's eyes widened. He knew he was witnessing something extraordinary. The man asked him his name, the boy simply answered, "I make things move." Days later, the man returned with an invitation. He wanted the boy to display his sculptures in an art gallery, something the child had never imagined. The boy hesitated, unsure of himself, but agreed. On the night of the exhibition, bright lights filled the gallery. Clean floors, white walls, and curious eyes surrounded him. People dressed in elegant clothes stood in awe, staring at the creations made from discarded trash. They whispered, amazed by the detail, the movement, the imagination. The boy stood quietly in a corner, watching people admire his work. He could hardly believe it, the world that once ignored him now celebrated him. A collector approached and asked, "Who taught you this?" The boy replied softly, "The dump taught me everything." From that moment, everything changed. He received scholarships, support from artists, and opportunities he never dreamed of. But even as he rose higher, he never forgot where it all began, among heaps of broken things that sparked his imagination. Today, his moving sculptures inspire thousands. His creations speak of resilience, creativity, and the power hidden in the forgotten. Because sometimes, the greatest artists are born in the darkest corners. Sometimes, the brightest imagination grows from the most unlikely places. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more video.